Four-man wall for the Jaspers. Siena, a golden opportunity to strike first. Mollberg organizes the defense as Siena waits for the go-ahead. It's De Bruyne, and it's a beauty! Dren De Bruyne opens the scoring with a picture-perfect free kick. 1-0 Siena.
Well, what a fantastic free kick this is. Technique, unbelievable. He's got 10 assists on the season with that left foot, assisting others, but this one he's decided to go alone. Breath just to steady himself, and then he's just whipped it into the top corner. Picture perfect free kick with a celebration to match.
That might be what energizes this Siena squad. They had been playing on their heels for the majority of this first half, just a few attacking opportunities, but finally they break through, and it would have to take a really good delivery to beat a keeper like Ludwig Mollberg, but the freshman De Bruyne stepped up, and he is the man of the moment at Hickey Field.
And what a freshman campaign he's having so far. 2 goals, 10 assists on the season. And it's something that Coach Brito spoke about with the younger players kind of guiding the seniors.
Dahan has a crock. That collides with the post. Nearly an instant response for Manhattan. Ziv Dahan was not too far off.
Well, another scare from Siena. You're most vulnerable when you score a goal. So for Manhattan to go down the other end of the field, poor clearance from Winkelman. Great effort there, just hit the post, an inch to the other side, and that's nestling in the bottom corner.
That's not a mistake you'd expect your captain to make. Winkelman, one of the co-MAC preseason players of the year. You don't see him take a touch like that too often.
It's tough because he's been out for a lot of the season, so just getting him back up to speed. Obviously, Maris was his first game back, I believe. So, you know, he could be a little bit rusty. But I think for Siena, they'd rather have him on the field than not.
This is what carries you through in a match like this, your experience, especially in the defensive third. You take a look at their 3 center backs, Svensson, Winkelman, and Perez Horda. 2 of those 3 are upperclassmen.
What I was saying just before Dahan hit the post there is, you know, for the younger players on the team, it's from what Coach Brito was saying, you know, they don't have that pressure. The senior players, you know, for some of them it could be the last competitive game, so they're always looking at the clock, whereas the younger players playing with a little bit more freedom, they'll be looking to guide the senior players with a little less pressure.
Coach Scott echoed that sentiment with us in our conversation with him. Even if you win a national championship, there's still some disappointment in the end as careers come to a close. So they know the magnitude of this moment and they understand what needs to be done. It's Ziv Dahan. Strength keeps him on the ball. And Sasane out wide. Throws it in towards the 6. Musu can't direct his header goalwards, but it takes a touch off a Siena defender, and a corner kick is the result. Musu operating with urgency, following his header that couldn't find the face of goal. Under 10 minutes to go in the first half.
This is a response that Coach Scott will be looking for after conceding.
Mara first to the cross. Siena can break out with their sophomore. Into space, Freyson. Silva forces him backwards right into the teeth of the Manhattan press. Mara. Chip forward, Heller. Can't escape De Silva, but a throw in for Siena. De Silva's got to be careful. That an aggressive but well-timed challenge. He's playing on a yellow card. And in postseason play, if you go down to 10 men, things become monumentally tougher. Svensson overshoots De Bruyne. 9:05 to go in the first half. It was De Bruyne's free kick that beat Molberg, and that gives Siena their 1-0 advantage. For a player that has 10 assists, you would expect him to be a very good deliverer of the ball, and you saw those skills on display. Making his presence felt with his goal-scoring ability rather than his crossing. Freyson loses out to Aruda, and he goes down to win the foul. One note to make of De Bruyne, 10 assists, that's a new single-season program record. James, you know who had that one before?
I think I do, yes.
Our very own James Beeston. And not only did he break it, he broke it as a freshman. That record stood for over a decade, but I know you've been very impressed with De Bruyne's play throughout this season.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And Siena have looked dangerous every time they've got the ball out wide to him because he makes things happen, whether that's obviously setting up players or delivering on the bigger stage where it's got a free kick and putting it into the top corner.
Dahan sprays it wide towards Boyce. His cross with pace. Body's going down in the box. Dahan appeals for a penalty. But instead, it's a corner. We've now seen shouts at both ends for penalty kicks. Just a collision between Dahan and Winkleman at the edge of the 6-yard box. Not sure there was anything in that.
Yeah, looking for a shirt tug, but I don't think there was much into it. But again, it's a lot of pressure from Manhattan here since they conceded a goal.
Bernardi can't get ahead to it. Bumalala skies it over the protective netting behind the goal, and that draws a few jeers from the Siena fans.
Yeah, you know what he was trying to do, just side foot it back into the area, into the danger area. He wasn't looking to strike on goal, he's just looking to put it back into the mixer and see if Manhattan can capitalize on it, but it wasn't meant to be.
Under 7 minutes to play until halftime. Siena 1, Manhattan 0, thanks to Dren De Bruyne's free kick, his second goal this season. But that now gives him a 4-point lead over Mario Navarro Perez for the team high with 14 points. Could not have come up with a better time for a free kick like that. Manhattan does have a free kick, and once again, it's Nassim Aki to deliver. He's caused some problems with his left foot. We'll see if Siena can tighten things up at the edge of the 18. Aki's delivery, a good one. It finds Bernardi, but he can't keep his header down.